let's see if our chatters concur with that assessment. We've got Nooresh Nifty and Kunal Bothra joining in. Kunal, what's your outlook on that PSU trade and that energy transition really playing out given the phenomenal rally that we saw yesterday?
Yeah, I agree to a larger extent on what Nikun said, that many of the PSUs, for example, PSU banking names. I think many of the stocks in the PSU banking, we are talking about the large cap names, especially SPI, Bank of Baroda, etc. I think these stocks had done reasonably well for themselves in the last 8-9 weeks of the market carnage. I think except for that last week, with a lot of news flow for the stocks. But if other than that, these stocks have been holding up pretty well. The good part which I like about many of the stocks, one is that many of the stronger names which were more resilient in the last few weeks of the market selling, these stocks are making a very strong comeback. And then there are a slew of stocks from the PSU basket, the likes of ONGC, NTPC, Coal India, GAIL, etc. These stocks were trading much below their longer term averages. So there was a divergence of almost 10%, 12% broadly for many of these stocks from the long term averages. So in this leg of recovery, you would probably expect that these stocks would also try and narrow their divergences. So I think that's a very good sign which we are looking out for. So there could be two kind of moves which we can expect in the PSU names. One would be more of strength moves, leadership moves, which could come back into the larger cap names, the likes of SP, etc. And the other would be more of short covering move, which could be more fast, more strong, and they would gradually turn out to be more trending moves, and that could be in the likes of ONGC, GAIL, NTPC, etc.
Okay, Nooresh, let's get your take on the overall market then. Scaling up a solid 2% for the small cap end of the market. And we had a rally that played out across the board. Is it going to sustain?
So we could now be going towards forming a range. So in that case, the range should be ideally 24,500, 600 on the upside, 23,800 on the downside. So the range may shift from that low of 23,200 now becoming a base at 23,800. And in that range bound, we could start seeing more stock specific moves going forward. So overall, we've continued to see good momentum in some sectors. So something like IT has come closer to a new 52-week high. And then you have a lot of oversold sectors also bouncing back. And most importantly, the Bank Nifty has made a strong recovery, and which is where 52,500 becomes a resistance. If that crosses, we get into a fresh new uptrend for the Bank Nifty. So for now, the main space to watch would be the banking space, what it does going forward, whether it can become a breakout or takes a pause, and then maybe we attempt a breakout.
All right, speaking of attempting a breakout, let's...
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.